Hi everyone, Messi Coder back again with another Unity Game Dev interview. That's why it's an interview this time, but also a bit of a tutorial. It's an intervorial. Yeah, we just invented a word. It is with Denis Pahonov, and I do apologise, I've just butchered your name, Denis. He is the creator, the magician behind Map Magic. Did you see what I did there? Yeah. He also created Voxel Lad. Yes, that's why he's the Voxel and Map Man. Come and check out Map Magic. We're going to be playing about learning how to use Map Magic. We're going to make our own little island from scratch. So if I can do it, you can do it. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll see you in a second. Completely forgot to say that we're live. So Denis, while I do that, can you just give a little bit of an insight into your background before you started playing about with Unity and what got you started?
Well, actually, I'm a 3D artist and a technical artist. I made some tools that made my life easier. These were the tools I wrote for myself using MaxScript. They worked in 3D Studio Max. They helped me modeling. They helped me in level design that was also made in 3D Studio Max. And then I've made some standalone tools, and then I got acquainted with Unity, and well, I fell in love from the first sight. It's really a powerful instrument. When you are working with Unity, you feel that you can make all of the game from the beginning up to the end on your own. And I was reading Unity documentation, and suddenly I've noticed some section about editor extensions, and I thought, yep, I will work with this a lot. As a very tool lover, I began to make some editor extensions. Firstly, they were just simple things that just placed objects on the ground, and then I wrote my first asset. It was called Spline Band, and submitted it to the Unity store. Well, that's it.
I'm trying to find the link. You gave me a link to your spline blend. Let me just try and find it. So that...
You've said that Unity never deprecates the assets from the store. Well, actually, that's not fully true, because Spline Band is deprecated. It was using Unity script,
yes.
JavaScript, as they call it.
Yeah, but that's they didn't deprecate it because you stopped supporting it or you abandoned it. They deprecated it for themselves. They didn't deprecate it for the community or to stop people buying a bad asset. All they cared about is that you go, you're using something that we no longer natively support actively inside Unity. We want to move everything over to C#. So if you don't move your stuff over to C# from JavaScript, and they did that to Aquarius Max, who we spoke to the other week, and he was on chat just the other day to us, that they give you a very short time, and they messed up. He actually made the change, and they still deprecated his assets, even though he removed the JavaScript and put the C#. They made a mistake. So they don't actually, to be fair, Unity don't really seem to do much to protect or look after the customer at the end of the day. Or everything they do does seem, and you don't blame them, but it does seem to be entirely for their own best interests. Now, there is a question that people did ask, if you were looking at the chat, just to chuck in a quick question between who makes more money, or who works basically.
Well, I
Who's
saw
better
this
off,
question.
a developer or a game developer or an asset developer?
I'm pretty sure that the game developer is a much richer guy than the asset developer.
Yeah. Now, you've spent. To give an example, how long did it take you to get your first version of Map Magic live? Development time, like how much time did you spend developing before you were ready to release the first version of Map Magic?
I've spent not all of my time. I had work these days, and I was working for a full day, and I made Map Magic in the evenings, but it took more than a year to release the first version. And I'd like to say more. The first version of Map Magic was based on Voxel generators that I made for several months. So about 2 years of work at my free time.
And people can get 2 years worth of your work, which is currently on sale for $75.
Yes, they can.
So yeah, the ROI, the return of investment for an asset developer versus a game developer is huge. The gulf between them. If you were going to pay a team of developers to make something like Map Magic from scratch, it would cost you a fortune, and you would have to sell a lot more copies to be worth it, compared to just picking something up for $75 and making it, using it to make your game. It's not the only asset you would use to make a game, but let's just put it this way: if you've got your world generated procedurally with something like Map Magic, you've done a lot of the work already. And to those in chat, Denis is going to teach me how to use it, because I am a noob. I am the noobiest of all noobs. And if he can teach me how to use Map Magic, then I think there's hope for anyone out there, even like someone who's never used a computer before. Now, let's pop. We had a question in chat about when your asset was deprecated because of Unity scripts. How did the asset store get in contact with you? Did they send you just an email, generic one, like 1 week before deprecating it, or did you have a lot of warning?
They sent me an email about half of a year ago. I had plenty of time to upgrade Spline Band, but just didn't do it. This asset is too old and should be remade from scratch, so it should be the other asset. And there are plenty of Spline Band competitors here in Asset Store, so I don't think there's a point in upgrading it. It wasn't bought for several months, so well, I've decided to abandon it myself.
Yeah, you got some other stuff out there that you don't need it, so don't worry about it. I think Voxel and Map Magic will do you fine. You got enough time supporting that as it is. So coming as an artist into the world of Unity, did you look at Unreal at all, or did you just go straight into Unity? I mean, have you, since using Unity, have you thought about using Unreal?
I'm thinking about it every time I face some problem with the Unity. But to be honest, I've never gave Unreal a real spin. I know how to make this or that or some other things, but I've never used it in a full-scale project. you can't say anything about the engine unless you try to use it full scale. So I'm not very familiar with Unreal.
It does look pretty. Unreal does make everything look nice, and there are times when, like, especially lighting in Unity, can make you want to pull your hair out. But I think slowly over time, Unity is becoming a lot stronger and able to compete more with Unreal. And we were just talking very briefly today about 2018, what they're planning with Unity, and it's very exciting. I mean, what's the feature in 2018 that you're most excited about?
I've never thought that some feature would make me switch my current Unity version to the new one, especially the beta. Well, I'm waiting for the scriptable render pipeline, but the main reason why I will install the new Unity version is upgrading my assets.
I've seen some asset developers who are still only supporting Unity 5. The fact that you're pushing to support always the latest version is fantastic. So I have to say thank you to that, because I'm not moving back to Unity 5 for anyone. No one. No one can ever try to get me to go backwards. I'm too much in love with my Unity not crashing at the moment to want to go back to those dark ages. All right, should we play about with you teaching me how to use Map Magic? I'll load up my Unity.
Sure.
And let's see if we can make sure it doesn't explode. And actually, I'm using 2017.1 rather than 0.3, because I was installing 2017.3 after I spoke to you today, but I couldn't get it to be nice and light. It still uses the dark, or light and dark rather. So I need to edit my my exe, the hex, to make it nice and dark, like the tutorial that I put on YouTube, ! YouTube, for my tutorials. Why is my Unity not showing up?
Do you like the dark skin more?
Oh yeah, so my eyes like it more. My eyes appreciate it.
It's too contrast.
I mean,
I can't look at it at all. I even when I test my assets with the Pro Plus version, how does it look with the dark skin? I cannot work with it for more than 15 minutes.
Really?
Yes, my eyes are bleeding.
So,
the light one is not so light and not so dark. It's exactly what is needed. And this one is, well, you see the black screen in front of you.
do you want me to switch over to the light one for you, so we're sharing screen?
No, that's okay.
I don't want to hurt you. If you start bleeding from your eyes,
well, I've damaged your ears already, and I don't want to damage your eyes too.
So, for everyone in chat, let me just shove a Map Magic in chat. So we are actually giving away a copy of Map Magic on this stream. We're also going to be giving away 2 copies of Erosion Brush, thanks to Denis. He's been very generous. I think we've managed to get him a little bit drunk on vodka and got some licenses out from him. So we also, I'm going to be using, to make this a little bit different, I'm going to be using this asset from Red Panda that I've got, and he's got a hand-painted island. So we're going to make, or Dennis is going to teach me how to make an island, but I want to use these textures and models from this island pack, just to make it a little bit different.
Could you please show at least how it looks?
No.
All of the assets?
No, I don't want to. Let me show you quickly. So let me pop let me pop back into Chrome. Here we go. And this is this is the hand-painted island from Red Panda. It's got everything you could ever imagine that your island would have. If you can... Oh, Dennis, I tell you what, Dennis. I'm a noob. I need to share my screen with you so you can actually see what I can see. That would be good, wouldn't it? Let me share my screen with you, buddy. There you go. And now you can see in real time what I'm looking at, and you don't have to look at the stream and have a 20-minute lag behind you. So this is the Red Panda Island Pack. I love it. I love his style. I reviewed his temple on my video, and the temple pack was a PBR textures, and it was a mix between like some realistic and hand painted style. So I was umming and ahhing. This version, purely hand painted. I love this style. It's very fresh. It's fun, and I think we can make something funky out of it, and we can actually use it for our game. We're going to make a game on stream. And this can be the basis of the game. This will be the first step, making the level, making the world, the island for our game. And then we can add animals and crafting things and trees to chop down and all kinds of wonderful, beautiful things. Let's pop back into Unity.
I'm thinking about cliffs. There could be a problem if this asset has only the cliff meshes, not only the terrain textures.
Let's have a look.
But anyways, let's try to use it.
So this is where is he? Here we go. So these are what we get in the rocks.
Oh, I see that cliff texture.
So it's not too bad. We got some stuff. We can play about with these. I think we'll be fine.
I hope so.
If not, we've got more vodka, so don't worry. Alright, so let me go back to the normal view. Here we go. And I've imported Map Magic in. If I pop up to the top, oh, I have a Map Magic window here. Okay. Dennis, what should I do?
So you've got to start to create a new Map Magic object by going to Game Object. I don't see any Game Object menu here.
I need to make a folder to keep everything nice and tidy. Okay, so where do you want me to go? Shall I create an empty?
Game object. Create. Well, I don't see any. Well.
Let me put the light theme on because your eyes are going to explode on this dark one.
No, that's okay. Game object.
Let me get rid of my head. 1 second. I've got... Here we go. And I've got my big head on my OBS. That's better. There we go. Now people can see. There we go. That's better. We got in there. So, I'm going in here. And... Has it imported everything in? No. Where do you want me to go? Why don't I see Map Magic in here? Oh, there we go, Map Magic. 3D object Map Magic.
Here it is.
There it is. There's my Map Magic. Oh.
It creates default terrain.
Look, it's all snow everywhere. It's like Moscow.
Some kind of. Except there's no mountains in Moscow. There's no buildings on this terrain.
What have we got?
Close the compatibility menu. You don't need it now.
Oh, I just want to see what you get. You're compatible with Mega Splat, Relief, RTP, Unature. Nice.
Unature. And CTS should also be there, but I guess it's hidden with the window resolution.
What about Vegetation Studio? Are you going to be working with that?
Not yet, but I'm thinking about implementing it in near future.
Yes, please. Yes, please, Dennis. I will be a happy bunny rabbit. Thank you.
I've got too many requests for implementing Vegetation Studio.
I think the entire world, I think people who have never even heard of Unity are asking for that as well. Random people on the street are bumping into each other saying, do you want Map Magic to be working with Vegetation Studio? He goes, yes, that would be good. And then they carry on walking and they never meet each other ever again.
Well, I was going to release MapMagic version 2, at least beta, before implementing Vegetation Studio, but now I'm thinking about implementing VS before this.
Nice. And we've got people asking in chat about that as well. See, a lot of people here.
Yeah, I know that. There are a lot of requests.
Nice. Okay, we've sidetracked talking about implementations, Vegetation Studio. I think everyone is very happy. VR Game Zone asking, when is the giveaway? Giveaways, not giveaway, giveaways. We're giving away 3 assets in this stream. The Map Magic one is going to be at the end of our interview because we want a drum roll and everything to be awesome. We want to create a world and then give it away. But before then, we'll give away some erosion brushes as well. But not yet. Sit down, man. Relax. Take the load off. Enjoy yourself. We're going to make an island. We're going to have fun. So, I've got my Map Magic.
There's a comment mentioned that Vegetation Studio has instructions on their site to make it work with MapMagic, but real implementation should require a special VS node. You will be able to create Vegetation Studio within MapMagic nice and flawlessly.
Lovely.
It will be a special node for it.
Nice, mate.
So, okay. You've created a MapMagic object, and you can consider half of the work done, but you've got to select MapMagic anyways and open up its editor.
Okay. So I'm going up here. Where should we stick it? Where should we stick you? Stick you here. No, you're a bit small. Put you here. Okay. Whoa.
Here you can see 3 of the nodes. They're called generators. First one is noise, then curve, and height output. The noise is making all of the bumps on the terrain you see. Curve adjusts all of these bumps, making them lower in the lowlands and higher where the mountains are high. And height is an output node that converts all of the MapMagic internal maps to the terrain. Let's remove them all because we're going to start from scratch. Right-click on the nose or height or curve and click remove.
I feel bad removing them. I feel sad. Okay, they're gone.
Okay, and now start with creating the height output. You've just removed, yes, but it's in the output section. Output height. Yep, that's right. And since we're creating an island, let's create an initial island form using cone figure. We will make it using the simple form. Create simple form.
Where's that?
Map. It's map.
Simple form. Okay. My cat's awake on his cushion, is freaking me out. I keep forgetting I've got a cat in this room with me, and I keep hearing noises, and I look over, and he just looks at me like I'm gonna eat your face while you're sleeping. Anyway, carry on.
Now you've got to connect height output to the output from. No. Just drag it to the right of the simple form. To the right. Yep.
Oh,
That's a cone. It's the initial form of our island. Let's adjust it a bit with a curve. Create a curve map curve. Yep,
Oh.
and connect output. Yeah, you're doing that all of that right. Now click at the line that's going from top to bottom. Yep.
I'm really bad at doing node editors. I'm like the worst person in the world. So you've got the worst student. So if you can teach me how to do this, then everyone else is going to have a great time.
No, you're doing just fine. That's okay. But you need to resize this window because it's hard to understand what's going on. Yes, something like this. Now you've got to make this cone smooth with the low points.
I've just realised that on the stream, nobody can see these windows because the way it's handled is
Really?
they're actually because it's not part of Unity. They don't dock these. His eyes are bleeding.
Oops.
Yeah, so
But at least you can see the line at the curve node that is changing.
yeah, guys, trust me that I'm doing stuff. Like as Denis says down here, you can see that it's actually moving a little bit. Okay, so what kind of shape do we want?
The law of the cone is done properly, but yes, this point should be not moved down. But you see, there's a small rectangular shape to the right of the dot you're dragging. It's just a few pixels away. It's called tangent. Curve tangent.
Oh yeah.
Just move it more to the left. You will see it.
This thing.
Select the node. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. There. That's it.
Found him. Cheeky little bugger. Oh. Here he is.
Okay. That's great.
Now it looks like a blancmange.
You got to make it lower. Yes, by dragging this down.
How low do you want to go?
Okay. That's it. I think that's enough. We can return to editing bulge in a moment. After we will apply some noise to it. So drag the height output a bit to the right. And insert the noise map noise in between. Yep, and connect it to the outputs, inputs.
Oh, it's gone freaky. So freaked out, man. Okay.
Now it ruins all of the island form, so we will need to make it a bit lower by adjusting the height. And there's one more parameter that can help you adjust its form is size. It should be lowered to up to 100 or even less.
Yeah, they don't like it too big.
It's the size of the noise. It determines how regular it is.
Oh, hang on. Honey, there's a message to the wife. I can hear a little boy coughing outside the room. There's a little boy coughing. Exclamation mark loots in chat. worked out that now we got added onto this loot system. I applied for loots, and if you go and click on loots.com/themessycoder, you can leave a message and it will play an advert, and then you get points to get discounts buying stuff, apparently, from loots, which you can use to get, I don't know, games and things, maybe? I've got no idea. And if I get like 50 people putting an advert on, I get about 10 cents. So thumbs up. Like, you know, after 100 adverts, I can buy a beer or something, or a coffee. Not even that, I suppose. Like a Coca-Cola. One Coca-Cola for 100 adverts. Yay, thumbs up. Okay, anyway, back to where we were. Because somebody was confused why they saw an advert on the screen. So yeah, there you go. That's why. No idea how we're supposed to use that system. So we've put noise quite quickly in about...
You can create a water plane just now, just to understand what the shape of your island is.
I'm going to just stick in. There's a normal plane here, or do we? Is there
Yes,
anything special?
it's a regular plane.
Okay,
Just scale it up.
that's what she said. Where are you, plane? I can't see nothing. I can't see. Oh, why is that not going to be funny? Here we go. Click the wrong one. That's why. Where are you? Where are you? God, look how small he is.
It's too far away.
He's so small. Look how small he is.
No. It's just small. You've got to scale it more.
Here we go. That's a nice little bit of water there. That's it. We don't need more than that, do we? Yeah, we do. Come on, let's make it bigger. How's that? Where should we stick it? Back there? That'll do. Jobs are good.
Yeah, some sort of. I'm gonna raise it a bit. It was just pretty fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's right. I think that's okay. That's okay.
I need to give it a proper name though. Beautiful water. There you go. That's better.
We'll have some other water, except beautiful water.
Yeah, there'll be ugly water. This is a beautiful one. Okay.
Does this asset has some water material in it?
Yes, it does.
You can assign it.
So that's a good one. Let's actually find it. What is it called? There you go. Water.
Water material. No, to
Is
the
this
left.
yours? Is this your one or is this their one?
I don't really know. They have a texture bar, but not a material.
Wonder whose it is.
Yeah. No, that's mine. Yeah. No,
Never
not that water.
That's
This is the one from Magic Denis scene.
that looks pretty.
Okay.
That doesn't look too bad. I got to rename it though. Not too bad water. That's a shame. That'll do.
Okay. Let's go on editing our island.
Right, where's our island gone? Here he is.
Oh, you've got something in console. What was that? Oh, that's really a shame. Seems to be related with map magic. I cannot see. Got too low resolution image.
Your eyes are bleeding, that's why you can't see it. Error generating chunk, map magic chord, Z, no reference, exception, blah 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 blah.
Anyways, it seems to be working despite of an error.
There you go, they're gone.
So
Managed to get rid of them, they're gone. That never happened.
but really, that shouldn't happen. I don't really know why.
It's probably because I imported this first of all on 2017.3, and then I killed it and then loaded it into 2017.1. So it's probably upset with something that I did. Don't do that at home. I was just, I've molested Magic. So anyway, carry on. We've got a noise, we've got a height.
Let's apply some erosion. Yes,
are we gonna use the-
between the noise and height.
Do we not need to use your erosion brush when we've got this, or do they work together?
No. You've got an erosion method integrated in Magic. You don't need any other third-party scripts or my own scripts. It's the same erosion that is used in erosion brush, but it comes with Magic.
Okay. Well, I've got this erosion node here.
You got to connect the noise output to the heights of erosion. And the heights output of erosion to the height output.
So what do I use this cliff and sediment for?
For the texturing.
Oh,
Probably we will use them later, or probably not. We'll see what would look better.
This looks nice already. Now we're talking. Let's tweak that. That's a good start. God, this is really easy. This is ridiculous how easy this is so far. I don't normally like node stuff, but I'm really enjoying this. Okay, so what's all these different iterations, durability, erosion, sediment?
Try changing them.
Try changing them. Try fiddling. Alright.
Iterations are the amount of erosion applied. The more iterations,
Ooh.
the more time erosion is generating.
Mark says this is how Unity is going to be in the future with visual editing. Oh, that makes everything nice.
Fluidity is the amount of fluidity iterations. How far the sediment comes with the rain down the mountains. No, don't set the iterations to 20 or something. It will be generating for eternity. 4 or 5 iterations is okay.
Okay, I'll put it down. Okay, I'm happy with this.
And the fluidity too.
What did I put? Too high?
Yeah, the amount of 5 should be okay too.
Fine, I'll take it down to 5. I like big numbers, mate. Dingleberry says coding is so much more fun than visual nodes. Yeah, everything has its place. I did used to play about with World Machine, and I used to like how easy I could just drag stuff about, but it just felt like you didn't have that much control in World Machine. And like sometimes it felt like whatever you were doing in World Machine, there was an element of just randomness to it. Like you were lucky if after spending ages editing your nodes that you would make something pretty.
You can drag all of the window, not by dragging generators. Yep.
Yeah.
And you can zoom it too.
Ooh. It's like Playmaker. Okay.
Now let's add some trees, rocks, and grass.
Lovely.
As the comment says. But for now, let's add some textures to it. It's still looking like snow of Moscow.
makes you feel like you're still at home, not in the internet.
Well, snow in Moscow is not so white snow.
Well, as long as it's not yellow, then you're fine. So, what do we do now?
Let's add the second output called textures.
Ooh.
Textures. And assign your textures here.
So, how many can I stick in here?
Well, textures output has a layered structure. You can add layers, remove or move them up, down. Since MapMagick works with the standard terrains, it supports the same number of layers standard terrain supports. 4 layers per path, if I'm not mistaken.
Should I
Anyways,
start with the beach first?
Let's assign grass.
Okay.
Does this asset has grass?
Yes, it does. This is his one.
Okay.
And
then add the second layer, and there we should use cliff.
ooh. What about the beach? Don't forget the beach.
Let's add the beach a few moments later, because we've got to get familiar with all that stuff.
This is your one.
This is my two.
Where was his one?
It seems that they are at the top, the second from the right,
Ooh.
at the top.
Hang on, there's one here. Here we go. There's more stuff down the bottom here. Stone, straw. Ooh.
Oh, I see them. I see. Yes.
This is bark of the tree, but that looks nice.
Nope.
Let's make the cleft trees.
Wooden cliffs. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Where were they? Cliff. Is this yours? Yes, it's yours. Where were they?
The second at the top from the right. The second from the right at the top. Yep. No.
No, man, that's...
It's called beach. Something to the left. To the left. To the left.
Beach cliff.
Isn't it cliff?
Yeah, beach. It's called Beach Cliff. Beach Cliff, that's it. This is the one, Beach Cliff.
That should be okay.
That's a perfect name for it, Beach Cliff. Layer order matters, Messi. Yes, it does, Yolan. I'm being naughty. Okay. Shall I call this layer Cliff then? Cliff. And how do we get back to the other one? That was background. I'll call that one grass.
You don't have to change the layer order because cliff will be drawn atop of the grass.
Okay.
So send the cliff up or the grass down.
What did I do? How did I do that?
You used an error icon.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. I didn't even realize I did that. Wow.
And
okay, cool.
Now add a generator called slope.
I'm going to put that on.
Map slope.
Hang on. My fingers are... Hang on. Where is it? There you go. My fingers are slow.
Connect the slope's input to the heights of erosion. And the output of the slope to the input of cliffs.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, some sort of. Now you see that all of your cliffs are painted
Wow.
where the terrain steepness is from 45 to up to 90.
Oh, Abba's Gaming Hub is hosting us and following. Thank you very much, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Put your feet up, grab yourself a beer, make yourself at home. We are learning how to make an island, and we've just added these cliffs on there. And I didn't even realize what I was doing. And suddenly I looked up from the load editor to the viewer, and there's a load of little cliffs bits just come up. That's awesome. Didn't even realize we were doing that. And then just looked up and I thought, oh, we need to do something else, obviously, to make this work. Like, you know, put this out to somewhere else. But no, boom, there it is. Oh, that's cool. That was easy. Okay, what's next? I'm excited.
Let's add some grass, I mean vertical grass, the planted grass, using the grass output.
Okay.
Oh, and here's the one thing I'd like to show you is using portals. create a special generator named portal. It's not in category, but yes, here it is. And connect it to the erosion heights. Let's call it heights.
Okay.
And create the second portal. Switch it to, you see, in here to the right of your cursor. Switch to out.
Ooh.
And connect the slope input to this portal output.
Hang on a minute. Connect this to
This to this. Yep,
Okay.
that's it. Place it above the heights output. No, not this.
Where? Where do you want it?
Uh,
It looks prettier.
yes, that's right. And now select, you see the button select in lower portal. Let's call it the texturing portal, heights. That's right, heights.
Okay, what have we...
You see all of these portals are connected. All of the portals that have a single name are connected. Consider it like a single link.
So now I can like have these all the way over here.
Yeah, you can drag all of these texturing generators in a special group. Let's create a group. Yep, that's right. Just drag the group around all of the generators. Yep, that's it. You can drag the group now.
Whoa,
And all of the generators.
Out, man. Freaking out! That's nice.
So now you've got two independent groups that works together, however.
That's pretty. That's pretty.
Yeah. It's a powerful tool to organize your graph. Let's create a second group for the grass.
All right. What are we sticking in this one?
Output, grass.
Okay.
Add a grass layer by plus button, yes.
Mark saying, and that means I need to add another asset to the wish list. Well, who knows? Maybe you might win it tonight, buddy. You never know. If you don't win it tonight, then definitely you need to go and buy it because this is fun. I'm really enjoying myself. Okay, so what am I sticking in here now?
Some grass from this asset. Do you see any texture?
This is all we've got as in grass.
Only the...
What do you want? Do you want sticky up grass that we're going to be billboard grass kind of thing?
I think I saw some sort of vertical grass when you showed this demo. But foliage. Try searching foliage.
This one that I've got selected now. How's this one?
No, it's an atlas.
Is that not going to help you?
We can't use it.
I think that's all he's got, isn't it? What's this? That's you.
No.
No,
That's from Demon Magic.
Ugh.
No. That's not.
What's this?
Maybe it was grass model. Okay, let's try to switch the grass mode.
That's pretty though. What's this? Fake palm trees. Ooh. Sorry, man. You want to change this to be object?
Object. And let's try to sing object.
Here you go, grass.
Ah, that's much better.
We got this one.
Island grass terrain, that looks looks like we should use it.
Cool.
Okay.
Now what do we do?
And now let's make the other portal and connect the texture grass layer. Here we can set out. Yep, that's right.
Oh, hang on.
Yes. Exactly. Okay.
Now we need another in.
Yes, and connect it to the textures grass out.
Oh.
Portal to the right, in the group to the right.
What shall I call this one? I'm going to call this one
grass.
There you go. And where's this one going to go?
To the grass layer of textures output. To the right.
Where is it? Grass layer of textures output.
No, not that. Textures output is in the funk ground group. To the right of our grass generator.
Where did my grass generator go?
Textures, the textures, no, that is texturing out terrain that has cliff and grass.
Alright, let me zoom back in because our eyes are going. My eyes are bleeding now. Hey, this is Kets.
Let me explain what we are going to do. You see the green grass texture of our island.
Yeah.
Should be all planted with the grass.
Yeah. So this is going to go over here.
We are taking this texture. Exactly.
Makes more sense. I'm sitting around here going, where am I going to stick this over here? And now I'm just going to, oops, hang on, wrong one. Not heights, grass.
No, it's grass.
Hang on a minute, buddy. I've got a coughing baby next door. Give me 2 seconds while you sing a Russian song.
I can't sing. Sorry, folks. Especially the Russian songs.
Okay, I'm back.
I didn't do any singing.
Oh, that's a shame.
But you can zoom your terrain in to see what's going on here.
Oh! Hang on. Where did that go?
Yes, the grass.
Hang on, make it bigger. Where's my make it bigger? Oh. This is... Somebody do an exclamation mark map magic in chat for me, please. Thank you, San Jose. Okay. That looks funky. And that was just by sitting there dragging it in. But how do we tweak it to be a little bit more specific to our needs?
It depends on what are you going to do with this. For me, I'd like to plant it only in the hollows.
That sounds good.
And then let's try to connect the special generator that's called cavity.
Okay.
Map cavity.
Mark's saying that you should sing the song from Among the Sleep. Mark, he's Russian, not Norwegian, so I don't think that's going to work. Cavity. Kiwi Hawk, haven't seen you in ages, Kiwi. How you been? How late am I? I just woke up. You're not too late, buddy. We've been going for an hour, actually on the spot an hour, and we've made the first stages of our island. Dingleberry Studios telling him horribly late. And okay, our clipping's a little bit nuts, but never mind. So,
Okay.
I got a cavity.
Let's connect it. Let's mask the grass with a cavity generator.
Okay.
This way we will make the grass grow only where the cavity node says, and the cavity node will say that it should grow only in hollows. So connect this output, this, to the mask of the grass.
Ooh.
And to make it work, we should connect the input map.
Okay.
It should be a height from the portal. No. It's a grass portal. It's not a height portal. We will create the new portal.
Oh, I've just created something freaky. Okay.
Anyways,
That's not too bad. I just invented something. All right then. So, I'm creating a new portal.
And switch it to out.
Yeah.
And select height.
Okay.
This way. But for now, the cavity node is switched in convex. That makes the grass grow on convex areas. Yes, switching it to concave will make it grow in hollows.
Ooh.
You can adjust its intensity and spread to make it more noticeable.
How long did it take to update? Is it? Oh, there you go. As I was saying it. Oh.
I think that update time is related with those errors somehow. It takes too long to update for you.
Is it not supposed to do that? It's supposed to be quicker.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
It's absolutely my fault. I don't really know why it happened.
He probably doesn't like the fact that I started in 2017.3 and then I moved to 0.1.
I don't think it's a reason. It should work okay anyways.
So now we've got our grass.
Yeah, you're using the latest version. It was just released literally 2 days ago. So maybe there's some bug in it.
Kiwi says, I bought this an age ago. I tried to import a height map to split and got lost trying to clutter because I didn't get my head around the tiles not being visible with stuff on them. I didn't understand a word of that, Kiwi.
Me too.
So the tiles are not visible when what?
What the tile is? Is it a chunk? Is it a single terrain?
We got talking to chat is always fun with like the 30-second lag. So you like ask a question and then wait ages and they just feel like you're talking to yourself and then you get 50 answers all at once.
Anyways, we can place objects like palms here. By the way, you can return to the...
It's talking about pinning the tiles.
Pinning the tiles. Try to import a height map to split. Got lost trying to clutter. Didn't get mine. Okay, let me show you how to pin the tiles. Select the magic object. Zoom out. Press the pin button in the inspector.
Ooh.
And select the tile you'd like to pin.
This one, because it's the only one I've got. Oh!
This one will unpin our terrain. That's okay. Don't worry, just pin it again and it will be generated in a while.
And now what do I do?
And you can pin a neighbor chunk. Yep. It will have no island on it, but we can make one.
Oh my
Okay.
word.
So let's make the second island on the second terrain.
Ah.
Let's make an island on any terrain. Let me show you how. Go to simple form generator, simple form node.
What, down here?
Uh,
Make a new one, or the one that we
no,
had?
no, 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 no. The one,
This one?
that was created initially,
Okay.
the first one.
Yeah.
And create wrap mode. It's set to once. No. Select the wrap mode. Excuse me.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
Yes, select it to tile. This will make create the simple form repeat on every terrain chunk.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Hang on. Unpin that. Pin that. Pin that. Oh.
That all of our islands are different because they're using the different noise offset.
Dennis. How do I make C in between them? How do I put the C here?
Just scale up the water plane.
The not too bad water. Or just... That's it.
It's too transparent.
It is.
Well, actually, if you will run the game, you will have all of the chunks in between generated. So it will create all of the islands in between.
Ah, how do I do that? I want just water between. I don't want islands between.
Oh. Surely it's possible, but let me think a bit how.
Oh.
Well, you can use some sort of a height map with only a few pixels where the simple form should be created, or you can use. Let's make this way. Create a noise generator.
Okay.
Before the simple form, create map
Noise.
It would be rather complicated here, so if you don't understand what does it mean, then feel free to ask me to clarify. Let's set the size of the noise to 1,000 or something. We will create a very big noise that will mask some of the islands, and will let the islands to be created only where the noise mask allows it. Let's multiply our simple form with the noise we just created. Create a multiply generator. Create map multiply. Or blend, excuse me, blend. It's called blend.
Where's that then? Ah, at the top. Okay.
Yep. And set the blend mode to from additive add to multiply.
Okie dokie.
Connect the noise output to the first blend channel, not to the mask, but to the multiply or blaze layer, it doesn't matter. And the simple form to the base layer of blend. And the output where the simple form was connected to the curve. Now what we've done, we've masked some of the simple form areas with this noise generator. That removed some of the islands somewhere and left some of the islands above the water, according to this noise mask. So when you start the play mode, it will create the island not on every chunk, but just here and there. Well, we've got too low island. Let's adjust the noise with a curve.
Which one do you want to do?
Between the noise and the blend generator.
Yeah. Do you want me just to
Create a curve.
What kind of curve are we going to stick on it?
Make it more contrast by dragging this one to the right. Keep it at the low level, but just to the right.
Here? Is this okay?
To 1/3 of the way to the right. No. That's right. Some kind of this. Maybe a bit more to the right. Kind of. And the top key to the left, the same distance. By the way, you can preview the map you're adjusting.
Oh, how do I do that?
By right-clicking on a circle output and selecting preview. Right-click here, you could see an output in the noise output.
Yep.
Preview on terrain.
Oh.
Or you can preview window if you'd like.
Ah. Oh.
This is the texture that's used on the closest chunk.
Oh, nice. Kiwi Vegetation Studio is gonna be
Soon.
Next week. No, soon.
No, I can't promise it next week, really. I didn't even look into it, but I'll try to find the time to integrate it in the closest future. Anyways, let's deal with the. Let's finish with this noise by. What's happening now?
I'm just mucking about with my camera. Ah. Okay.
What do you mean under the lower res large scale preview?
I'd like to preview 100 by 100 tiles.
I don't recommend to pin 100 by 100 tiles anyways, but this kind of feature will be introduced in MapMagick version 2. It will be able to create a low resolution terrain mesh with no objects on them. Mainly it is done just to speed up the generate speed. You will get at least some terrain, low resolution terrain, while the high resolution is generating in background when player comes to the nearby tiles. But 100 by 100 is really a lot. I don't think that even a low resolution mode will handle that.
Okay, what do I do with my curve that we just made?
Connect it to the noise output. That's right. And this output to the base load. Oh, no. You've done it right.
Oh, okay. There we go.
That's okay. You do understand your graph better than me. You're already familiar with it.
Oh. Where did our grass go? Oh, there it is.
The grass is hiding because you've got low grass range. You can adjust it by going to the trees, details, and grass settings in Inspector and increase the grass range. Inspector of Map Magic object to the right. Oh, no.
Trees. What would I
Yep.
do? Trees, details,
detail, and
grass
grass
settings.
settings.
Okay.
And raise the, I think it's detail distance.
Yay, there we go.
Let's
That's
add some
better.
trees at last.
Yeah, let's do trees.
Where are we going to plant them? I guess on the grass, right?
Yeah. But can
So-
we do them? What, like, we want to have? I know we're gonna add the beach in later, but let's add the trees around here then, away from the beach.
Okay. Let's add beach.
Yeah, let's add the beach. Let's do it.
By creating a shore node. Map shore.
Okay.
Shore. And let's connect it right after the erosion and before the height output.
Okay. So,
By the way, we should connect the heights portal to it. But anyways, connect the erosion heights to shore heights.
okay.
And shore output to heights to height output. Yes, some sort of. And take a look at the water plane, select it, Inspector, and take a note what is the water level, it's Y position,
I think
100,
we need to lower that
100
down a little bit. Yeah, let's lower it down a little touch. There we go. That's better. So
It's 110 now.
that's better. So where do you want me to do?
100 exactly. Set the water level to 101. Water level in a shore node.
Shore
Yes.
node.
Shore
Water level.
node, there's a
100.
water level.
Okay. Now what did that do?
Take a closer look at the terrain.
Oh!
Yes, there is a change.
Oh.
Okay, now let's cover all of the beach areas with sand
Yes, please.
by creating a new texture layer. Nope, in a texture output. Go.
Okay.
Well, we already have texture output. There's no need to use the other one. But actually, you can use it, but it will be applied additively.
Oh, what have I done?
So just remove it. Remove all of the generator.
Okay.
And go to the textures output we've already created in a func group.
There it is.
Yes, that's it. Add a new layer. For beach. And assign the proper texture.
Which one are you? Nope.
doesn't look like a beach.
None of them really look much like a beach.
Maybe it's called sand or something.
Oh, yes, well done. Sand. There you go. You got wet sand and dry sand.
Any of them.
Oh, Necromi's woken up. Thank you for the heads. For the biddy heads there, Necromi buddy.
Now connect the beach layer to the shore sand input. That's right.
What's going to happen?
Okay.
What magic's going to happen now?
No magic is gonna happen. Oh, no. That's alright. That's okay.
Okay.
And-
Cool.
Okay. Finally, the trees.
Can we
Oh,
change
Papa.
the texture of the sand that's under the water?
Under the water. Sure. You can determine what texture is under the water by using the height. If the texture is below some certain level, it should be painted with underwater texture.
Oh,
If
yes.
it is above, then it should be remain untouched.
Cool. How do we do that?
So let's use our height to as a base node and adjust it with curve.
Okay.
Yep.
Necromi, thank you for the weird emoji faces waving and robot head bits. Thank you, buddy. Filling up that jar full of little weird emoji bits. Okay, so now we're going to make everything that's under the water have a different texture. So we need to use our height. So how do we do that?
We are going to adjust the height texture with a curve to make it more contrast. Oh, okay. Let's do it this way. We will use no curve just to understand how it all works. So let's add, I don't know how this texture is called in textures output, but something like wet sand or something.
I'll add another
It's
one here, yeah?
plus. That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And assign.
It was under... It was underwater sand? What is it called? There we go.
Water deep underwater. Sand underwater.
There, that's the one. Cool.
Okay, and connect it to the height. Just from you can take it from the shore output, or you can take it from the height portal. By the way, you've got to reassign the heights portal to the shore output. It still is using erosion heights.
So
So, for now, your texture is applied. Just zoom out.
here we go.
No,
This one.
not from a graph, from a terrain. Is applied based on the height. The height terrain, the more influence this texture has. So we've got to inverse this influence to make it more visible at the low levels, and make it a bit more contrast.
Okay. We're getting spammed in chat by Necromi, constantly distracting me by shoving bits in chat of lots of little faces. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you trying to distract us. And I also appreciate your bits. Keep on giving me your money. I will never say no. Okay.
Add a curve node. Map curve. Connected between the shore output and our wet sand layer, underwater sand. That's right. Click on the curve. To invert the map, we just move this key up or right, anyways. just adjust the tangents to make it more linear. And you already know the way to make it more contrast is by dragging. Yes, that's right. Exactly. Well, to be honest, I don't really know what's level this texture is applied, but you can look by zooming out. Ah,
Oh, we're gonna.
it's applied everywhere. Okay, maybe not on the cliff tops. So let's make it more contrast, since I can see the transparency, and a bit lower by adjusting the cliff we just touched.
We're back into here.
Yes, and move. No, not this, but the right key
Yep.
to the left. To the left, to the left, to the left.
How much more do you want to go?
Just leave it here,
Okay.
just to see what happens. Well, it really generates slow in your case.
Yeah, it's pretty slow, man.
A bit more to the left. Just we have nearly got it. Just okay, that's okay. That should be fine. Do you know the way to incline the beach? It is to make the shore node less visible by adjusting its intensity.
So we what? Put this one?
Yes, this one. That should be fine.
Okay. Kiwi Hawk, is there anything special to look out for if one is using Gina or does not work? Does Gina work? Have you seen Gina working with magic, Denis?
I haven't looked into Gina. The only package from Adam is CTS, and that works fine with magic.
Do you have any plans to look at Gina?
Not yet. I've got to deal with Russian 2 and with Vegetation Studio, so not yet. You know, I'm going to make a poll of what asset should be integrated next.
Our cliff is gone a bit.
Cliff. There shouldn't be any cliff. It should be covered with sand, right?
Yeah. Or you can paint some voxels there. But yeah.
Let's move the cliff in the textures layers.
Ah, that's a good point. Kiwi's just saying unpin things that we're not actually working on. Let's turn those off.
Actually, if you've got multiple threads in your processor, they shouldn't slow you down, because all of the terrains are generating simultaneously.
Ah, nice.
No, I'm Russian. You can
Kiwi
see
Hawk is from New Zealand.
From New Zealand.
And Denis talking is Russian, and Kiwi Hawk is from New Zealand. Nikomi. Who did you think was Russian, and who did you think was New Zealand? Nikomi. The guys making Squad did the game in Blueprint system, but ended up rewriting everything in C++. Okay. Interesting to know there, kids. There's no way he doesn't sound like I can honestly say that Denis does not sound like he's from New Zealand.
Exactly. I sound like I'm from Russia. I know that. Sorry, folks, for my accent, but I can do nothing with it.
Oh, I'll tell you what. You better save this scene before it crashes. Scenes.
Well, I'm a bit of a crazy Russian hacker indeed.
Like lesson 1. I'm trolling. It's sarcasm. It's because you just woke up and it's nearly 11 o'clock at night, mate. Okay, so let's add our trees.
Finally. Let's deal with them.
Okay, how do we add our trees in?
Create a tree output. It's
Where is it?
nearly 2 a.m. of the
Oh,
night
yeah, it's
in
2
Moscow. so I'm halfly sleeping.
That is like, please let me go sleep. I need sleep.
But palms first. Let's make palms.
Okay.
Lead palm layer.
Alright.
And the silent palms here.
Where's my little circle one? Here it is. Let's add our palm tree. Palm. Okay. Which ones shall we use? Palm thin, palm tree. Alright, we'll use this one. Palm thin terrain. This is a terrain tree. Okay.
What should we use for our palms mask? Let's use the grass. Just scatter trees here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's create a scatter node.
Okay.
Objects. Now,
Where is it?
all of our generators were in the map section, but now we're using objects. They are displayed in green, and just connect the output to the palms output. Now we've got 10 palms on our terrain. Yep, the tree distance. And we can increase the density to up to 1,000 or something. Oh.
So what's this probability thing about?
This probability is the map where the trees would be scattered. We're going to use grass, so either connect it to the grass portal or to the grass textures layers directly.
Okay. Where did that grass portal go? Like that? No.
It's an input you're dragging.
I've broken everything.
You're dragging an input. Okay. You got to drag, yes, the same.
There we go.
That's right.
Okay, wait. Hey!
Now you can see that the trees are growing on the grass only.
Nice. That's pretty.
Well, there's still a lot to do with this graph to make it more or less usable, but I think that's a start.
So the heights of these, they're randomly?
Oh, sure you can multiply this scatter map with the heights, and this will make the trees grow only in lowlands.
Oh, okay.
You already know the way to multiply. It's using the blend node.
Oh yeah, our good old friend. Where was he? And where am I going to stick you in from?
First map should be our heights, and the second map is the grass.
Okay.
That comes to scatter.
So, hang on. Our height is from this one? Or
from this one? Yeah, sure.
And then this one into here, or from the scatter into here?
The output of the blend should go into scatter. And the base layer, it should go to where the scatter node was connected previously to the grass. Yes, that's right.
Yay! I think I might actually be learning something. It's easier to make modes
Yep.
messy.
Well, actually, you are the messy coder, so I'm not surprised graph is messy. But really, it's very handy to use portals instead of all of these
Yeah.
multi-screen connections. Messy node, that's funny.
I'm saving this before anything goes horrendously wrong. That is interesting. We've got ours. So now we can add more variations of different types of trees by just adding more layers into here.
Yep, that's right.
That's funky. Messi needs to buy me this so I can teach him how to use it. You can win it. Try to win it, mate. Try to win it. Actually.
Can't hear you.
Yeah.
Now I can. There was a problem with the connections.
You okay now? We good?
Okay,
Cool.
well, I'd rather say you've got a pretty island here with palms.
Couldn't you build pink
Beach.
fires? Yeah, we can build pink fires. The
Well, actually, you've got several islands.
so now we can do that whole pinning thing again and just.
In the game, you will see that all of the other terrain is generating around your main camera. Just should try to start it.
I turned off the pinning stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, there we go. Oh. Hang on. Oh.
You're too high.
Yeah, we
If
need
you
to
will
change.
get down a bit.
Hang on
Do
a
you have
second.
any controller?
Yeah,
Okay.
let me go and let me just add one on here. Give me 1 second. I had a script that I made the other day. What did I? Oh, that's one I nicked the other day. I used that one. That's better. Give me 1 second while we sing a song. Oh, I can hear my son's awake, sneezing outside the door. That's always worrying. That was scary last night. That was last night when we were playing Among the Sleep, and then my son woke up and was outside sniffling about. I was too scared to go out and check to make sure he was all right. I had to wait till we went back to sleep, and then I checked on him. I'm not ashamed to say. Social services might get involved. Okay, where's that? Art. Tell you we had a nice one. There was a nice one in the Urban Town Middle Eastern. There it is. Urban Town scripts. Trying to find his teddy, yeah. Oh man, that game. Denis, you really need to play Among the Sleep. Oh, it's so weird. So weird. Oh, tell you what. Oh, it was upsetting. No denying it was upsetting to play. But my word. Oh, it was deep. I may have weed myself a few times playing that game. But it was good. It was worth it. I can't believe how cheap it was as well. Flyby controller? I think that's the one. No, that's not the one we want. Extend to fly cam. We don't want that. Remove. Extended fly cam. Oh yeah, when the teddy got torn. Oh, that was madness. The teddy. Oh, that's disturbing. Okay, our camera's really slow. Got the slowest flyby camera in the world. Ooh. Here we go. So here's our island that we've made. Oh! He jumped. How do we
Yes.
make that?
The new chunks are generated as you come to them. So your terrain is absolutely infinite.
Can we increase the distance? Or we have to pin them?
You can increase the distance, but the default one is okay. Just give it some time to generate.
The terrain is big. Terrain is big.
It is huge. It is infinite.
So you don't have to use something like World Streamer.
You can pin all of the terrains you'd like to stream and then use World Streamer. I haven't tested myself, but there are forum feedbacks that it works fine.
I love my island. So this will go on forever. If I keep on now going out, you're telling me, Denis, that I'll just keep on spawning more procedurally generated random islands forever. Like now, if I just don't take my finger off the W key, if I put something like something heavy on my W key, I
will
might
be going in front forever, unless for 2 million kilometers. This is an integer limitation.
Okay, so somebody was asking.
But I will not look how you're going forward, because I do really need to go to get some sleep. So sorry.
Denis, you have to wait until I get to the end of 2 million. I'm sorry. You cannot leave. We have to get to 2 million just to prove that it's there. So somebody was asking me, what's the one major benefit between map magic and something like Gaia? And that's, we pretty much just answered that we've got never-ending terrains. And that's it for this video. It was quite long. I was thinking of chopping it up into little pieces, but then I thought, nah, let's just do one really big, long one. It's always nice every now and again to do a really big, long one. Well, if you do like this video, if you want to see more, click on that big, juicy red subscribe button down below. Don't forget to tell all your friends and neighbours that Messicoda is streaming live on Twitch, all the W's, twitch.tv/themessicoda, and over on YouTube, youtube.com/themessicoda. That's right. So, Map Magic. There's going to be a Map Magic 2. That's right, Map Magic 2. And we're going to have Denis back on chat, where he's going to show us off Map Magic 2, and that will be in June 2018. I'm going to try and squeeze it in to the end of May, but I'm going to have to be away for a few weekends, so probably be June. But don't worry. All you need to do is pop over on Facebook, on Twitter, on Discord. I'll tell you what my Twitter is. Twitter is orderws.twitter.com/themessicoda. What a guess. Yes, right. All you need to do is stick Messicoda at the end of stuff, and then you'll find me. So don't forget, if you do like it, click it. Till next time. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now, and down below there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.